I haven't done an unboxing of a laminator for some time now, and this was sent to me from a company called MAXDONE, link in the video description in case you want to go and check it out. This is a 2023 model, so hopefully it's quite good. And I know what you're thinking, what do I need a laminator for? Well, you could use them for various reasons. One, for preserving photos, and we will be trying it out on that. Another one for preserving documentation, because if it's laminated it will last a lot longer. It should, in theory, keep it waterproof as well. So if you've got valuable documents you want to keep protected, or just to save them for decades, not just for years, you might want to get a laminator. Also, the same with photos. If you've got precious photos you want to keep, or you're just one of these people who like to make photos and sell them on, nothing better than putting them in, or putting them inside a laminated piece of paper, or plastic actually. So we will be testing it. We will be testing it, see how quick she actually heats up, because you can use a laminator for hot and cold. You have to get the right laminated materials though. If you're going to use it for cold, it's already got the glue applied and it doesn't need no heat. It just needs to be squashed together. Now, if you're using heated laminated, you need one of these, because it will heat it up to a certain temperature, allowing it to become sticky on the ends and stick it all together. So with that, let's get on with it, shall we? So I'm not going to read out all the information or specifications. If you want to know the specification, pause it right now and you can have a look. So with that, let's get her open, shall we? What's that say? Enrich our life. I'll get her open. Why not get a VIP surprise? Oh, very good. Right, so that is everything you get in the box. So it comes with instructions, and I would recommend you read that. It comes with a round edge trimmer. So basically, if you've got a sharp edge, you can trim the edge off and make it nice and round. We will be trying that out as well. It comes with a ruler. Well, actually, it's not just a ruler. It's actually a cutter. It's a paper cutter. So basically, you put your paper in there, decide where you want to cut it, and cut it along. Job done. But it's also a ruler as well, or ruler, and now I've got it stuck. Yorkies Pro kit. Oh, there you go. Comes with various sizes of laminated paper or plastic. So we've got A4, I believe that's 4x6, and I think that's A3, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll stick it up there somewhere, or not. And the actual laminator itself, like I said earlier, you have two modes. You have cold and you have hot. We will be using the hot. And oh, there you go, got the sizes on here. So we have A4, which is the largest one, A5, next one down, and A6s. We're going to be using the A4 and the A6 because I didn't want to make, well, I haven't actually got any A5 size paper, though we could do it on an A4 and then cut it down to an A5. See, we're getting there, aren't we? So we have hot and cold. That would be your temperatures when it's warming up and ready to go. So make sure, you know, like I said, you read the instructions so you know when it's ready to actually use. And also, this is your jam device. So if the rolls or the paper going through get jammed up going through the rolls, say for instance you put it in a bit crooked and it gets caught up inside the machine, all you do is just hold it over like that and then just pull it back out. Job done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a quick read of the instructions just to make sure I haven't missed anything, although there's not a lot you can really miss. Is a measure up with the cable, because I'm sure someone will ask me, Yorkie, how long's the cable? So we're going to have a measure up, see exactly, well, roughly how long it is from there to the actual neck. I never measure to the actual plug because, you know, you lose that part anyway. So I always measure to the neck, so it'd be there to there. Have a measure of that and read the instructions, like I said. And we've got some warnings up here. Oh yeah, it says about jamming up and that. And that's it. Oh, and make sure it's got no paper clips on it. It's got a picture there. Don't feed it through paper clips or staples or anything like that, because you could break it. or damage the rolls, which you don't want to do because it won't squash it properly, will it? So with that, be back in a second. Before we get started, just in case you need to know, 1.8 or 1 metre 80 centimetres long, something like that. So not the longest in the world. Would have preferred something like 1500 or 1.5, but yeah, 1 metre and 80, just under 1 metre or 1.1. Depends how you want to look at it. So first of all, she's plugged in, raring to go. We will do a speed test as well. These are the photos that I am going to be using. So I've done two. They're both 4K photos. So this is on a plain A4. It's a normal basic everyday paper, and this is on a photo paper. Can see the difference, yeah? And we're going to laminate both, even though this is on a photo paper. It's got a nice shine to it. It looks very nice. We're going to laminate them two, and same here as well. Basic A4 paper, yeah, and a laminated paper, or sorry, and a photo paper. This one here, yeah. See the difference just by having it laminated, can't you? It makes a big difference. So we will laminate them. So I've got the paper ready, or the plastic ready for that. What we need to do now, if I can get it long enough, is give her a speed test. Because this is their new one, it does say it takes 1 to 2 minutes to warm up. We will be testing it. We will stick it on a timer, see exactly how long it takes. So I'm going to get my phone ready. Right, ready, steady, go. Should go green, then we know it's ready. And I will speed this up, just save a bit of time. (1 minute 44 approximately). That's pretty fast. Yeah, I can live with that. Yeah, not bad. So it's ready to rock and roll. Now we're going to do an A4 first. Going to try this one. Let's get that out of the way. That is the wrong end. If you see the little shadow, that's the wrong end. It's the other end, because that's a join. There you go. Oh, is that dirty in there? That's on the outside. It's all right. Think we're in? Yeah, looks good. Now you feed it in that way. That end is already sealed, and this end is the unsealed end. So you feed it in that way. I think. No, you do. I'm only joking. Right, that's ready to rock and roll. Put her in. Make sure you line it up. Don't force it in. Once the roll gets hold of it, just leave it alone. Now, the other thing to bear in mind is sometimes you might have to do it twice, and that depends on how well it seals it for the first time. If it doesn't do it, just put it back through again. I have had that before. Some will do it the first time with no issues. Sometimes it takes 2 times. Don't ask me why, it just does. And there you go. It's a bit wrinkly and it's a bit hot at one end, so be careful you don't burn yourself. Ideally, just leave it alone. So it's a bit wrinkly. You might have to squash it down with something so it can go flat. Right, I've interrupted this part of the video because it occurred to me at a later stage after I finished the video that the reason it was curling up is not because it was hitting this, my mat is catching up on that, but because I got it out the printer. It firstly came out the printer and was put straight into this. So what we're going to do in this part of the video, like I said, I'm interrupting it at the moment, is I'm going to redo them again. But this time I've waited till they dried out. So there should be no reason for them to crease up. And we're going to test them right now. Let's hope it works. And I'm doing it that way so it doesn't catch up with that. But yeah, I think it was my fault for rushing it out. Right, as you can see, it's 100%. I needed to show you this because I thought it can't be that catching up on that. It must be something else. And then it suddenly clicked to me. The ink was still wet or damp, and that was making it curl up. So yeah, it's 100% better. It's never going to be dead flat, but that is a lot better. No more wrinkles. So with that, let's carry on with the video, shall we? See, it's a big improvement. It's never going to be fantastic because this is just done on A4, but it definitely brings it out to be more shiny, doesn't it? Right, the 4x6s, these little babies here. I'm going to do both, not at the same time, one behind the other. There you go, job done. So that's photo paper that's been laminated. So in theory, it should last even longer than just having photo paper. In theory, it should do. So that looks quite nice. Let me know in the comments what you think. Now what I'm going to show you is how to use the rest of the tools. This little baby here and this little baby here. Now this is a photo of 5x7, 5 inches by 7 inches. So I'm just going to show you how this trimmer works. I'll move that out of the way. I'm going to turn it off because we don't need it on no more. Get out of the way. It will be a bit warm, so make sure you don't burn yourself like I said earlier. Now, should you wish to round off the edges, see these here? This is what this is for. I'll quickly show you. So basically, just stick that in there, like so. Give it a little push down. And voila, we have a nice rounded edge. Sharp edge, soft edge. Do that again, in case you missed it, in case you blinked. In case you want, oh Yorkie, that was too far, can you do it again? No, I can't, look, I can't even get it in there. It goes down in that little groove down there, like so, there you go, and there you go. Snip, and look, 2 little round edges, 2 sharp edges, easy, yeah? How good is this little baby? I don't know because I've not used this one before, so I'm going to slide it that way for now, because I like to go from left to right to right to left, if that makes sense. And feed that in, I hope, like so. Put it through. See that I'm going to line her up again, hopefully. Is there a stopper? There is a stopper there, so that's good. So I can line her up a bit better, so that we only cut what we want to cut. Like I said, I've never used this one, so you have to give it a little push down. Shouldn't be too hard though. Like that. Voila. That's not bad. It's not straight, but then that's my fault, not theirs. Or that. Let's try it again. Back there. That looks a little bit better than what I had it last time. Maybe a tad bit more forward. Back there. Well, that's fast, isn't it? And easy. Right, it's a little edge there, isn't there? Let's try it. Oh, look how thin that was. That's extremely thin. That's a little bit too fine. Take it in a bit more. Brilliant. Like I said, very easy to do. So yeah, come out really nice. It's very easy to use. It took, what, 1 minute 44 seconds approximately to heat up, which I thought was pretty good. The little cutter worked extremely well, although I would have preferred a longer straight, if that makes sense, so you can straighten them up, you know, a bit better than what it was. But apart from that, it cuts really well. Bit of fluff in there. Yeah, that works really well, and so does the edger, the little corner edger, this little baby here. Tried it on just a plain bit of A4 that I cut down to size and then just rounded off the edges. Yeah, very good. Does exactly what it says on the tin. So with that, if you have any questions, please post them below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And also, if you do decide you want to buy this particular model, check out my links in the video description and it should take you straight there. So with that, if you do like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down and consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching.